What's going on, XRP holders? Once again, we got a big one. I'll tell you everything you need to know by the end of this video. This happened 2 days ago. Chief Investment Officer Matt Hogan from Bitwise saying massive demand for an XRP ETP or ETF. And sometimes we get this awesome news, but the price of XRP doesn't follow accordingly. Well, I'll tell you, one day we won't see much news about XRP, but the price will lose it. Our job is to get ready with our portfolios and our backs with XRP, right? Take a look at what's on the screen right now and drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want, guys. Let more people get to know the real news, fam, the facts, because this guy talked to CNBC, right? And it's explaining what institutional investors, right, kind of look at XRP and Ripple. And I'll play for you 1 minute 30 seconds, really good juice, and I'll be back with you. Listen closely, fam, and I'll see you in the comments too.
Okay, one more thing before we go. We saw earlier this week that the SEC formally acknowledged Bitwise's application for a spot XRP ETF. Now, I know you can't talk about the specific application, but I'm wondering if you can talk about what you've heard in terms of demand for an XRP ETF in particular. Obviously, there was less demand for an ETH ETF than a Bitcoin one, but there is increasing adoption. So what's the scope look like for an XRP fund?
Yeah, I would say two things on that front, without talking about the Bitwise filing specifically, as you mentioned. One, I think there's substantial demand for an XRP ETF. XRP has had a sustained community for an extremely long period of time. It's an asset that trades significantly on centralized exchanges. I think people would love to find a way to hold it in a simple, low cost, easy to use ETP structure. And I will say the second piece is the SEC is much more receptive to discussions under the new administration than they were in the past. In the previous administration, the door would simply be shut. There was no way to discuss things like staking or in-kind or maybe new assets. I think, and I can tell you that has completely changed. They're much more open to dialogue. So I'm optimistic we're going to see, XRP ETFs, Solana ETFs. I think the killer app in this space will actually be an index-based ETF. I think a lot of people want to just make a generalized bet on crypto, and I'm hopeful we get that at the end of this year as well. So count me as optimistic.
Guys, you tell me a lot of times, Oscar, you're so bullish, nothing happens. Well, all I'm saying is that I'm bullish because I see the facts, and the facts are we're going to go through the roof. Now, Digital Asset Investor, this is another content creator that here on X2, and a lot of people follow this guy for XRP. And, there's this post saying a plan a 66% increase to start off the price. Why? Well, because of the ETFs, because of the trading, because of the Ripple case, right? 2.50 right now will be 1.65, 2.50 plus 165, 4.15 cent per one XRP. Talking about some, indeed, I will say very realistic price predictions, right? Kind of like the short term. It's something that we talked a couple of days ago. Now, this is a guy, right, Nate, basically having a conversation as far as what it could imply like this. XRP, Doge, Solana, Litecoin, ETF store president speaks out on the SEC. This is what this guy is saying, Nate. No idea what the SEC will do, but now we're seeing how they're moving very, very quickly. I told you yesterday, but love that they acknowledge some ETFs, right? Especially for XRP and staking in Ethereum and Solana, XRP, Litecoin, Doge ETFs, clearly open to constructive conversation. So regulation by conversation, not through enforcement. So if we come to the price of XRP, look at this. So yesterday I told you that we're following a new symmetrical wedge, and that's what we are seeing so far today, Sunday. Typically, over the last couple of Sundays, we've seen decent retracements, right? It's like Bloody Sunday, but happy to see as of right now, this is what it is. And you're just hearing, from who is this guy? Matt. So he's bullish. And by the end of this year, he says maybe an index fund ETF. Guys, let us know in the comments what you think, how bullish you are, right? Because there's also whales moving. And if you want to start moving your portfolio, your cryptos, adding trading or more, click the first link down below, guys. Join me on BTCC. We have about a week left to go for the 2000 XRP giveaway. Once you sign up, you join me on my first link down below on BTCC, fam. You'll be able to trade, deposit, get up to 10,000 welcome bonus. And in that, we have already traders that are getting their numbers up. So by the end of this month, you guys will be able to participate for a 2000 XRP giveaway, which 4 winners, 500 each. I'm already getting the messages from my agency, the people that help me with all of that, and they're ready, to see those big numbers. So if you guys want to participate, all you have to do is sign up. And I'm not telling you to get to the whale status because I'm not even a whale in the XRP community, FYI, because I think whales are well over 1 million XRP, right? Remember, there's billions in supply, so owning even 100,000 XRP is not really that much. But that comes to show that when you buy XRP at a really, really, really low price, it comes to pay off in the long term, right? So as we talk about what the price could be after the SEC drops, after the ETFs, and after even bigger concentration of utility for Ripple, for XRPL, for the token XRP, like, how will people react when everything becomes more mainstream? Everybody's like, it's gonna be a winner, a killer coin that is just probably gonna make us really, really rich, in my humble opinion. So, as I mentioned previously, first slowly, then explosively. Got it? So that's the goal. I believe, fam, that we're going to be looking pretty much ahead as the Ripple case is coming to the end. Anytime people are saying this can end anytime. That is what the digital asset investor is telling us. It's been 4 years. And once things are, announced, breaking news, things are going to be in that category. And I think everybody's expecting that, we'll be for sure receiving billions and billions of dollars for that ETF once it's approved. And I am on the side of, now I've been sharing this for a while, that we're going to have the SEC Ripple case dropped first and then the ETF approval. To me, that seems more logical, right? Why would you have an XRP ETF approval with an ongoing case, right? First drop it, which that in and of itself is gonna send us home, maybe a whole dollar, and I'm not kidding. That might bring us to 3.50 by pump, and as the hours go along, and then XRP ETF approved, one, maybe Grayscale. Because Grayscale has been the number one right now that is taking the initiative. Grayscale this, Grayscale that. So if Grayscale gets their first approved, that's going to send a big message to everyone. And then we're going to have 21 shares and coin shares, and we're going to have Wisdom Tree, and we're going to have all of them, right? And in due time, BlackRock filing for an XRP ETF. Oh boy. So there you have it, everybody. There's going to be some massive, or like Matt said, substantial demand. That's going to give us a much power ahead. And like I said at the very beginning, at the top of the video, sometimes you have massive news for XRP. Crickets. But I've seen it. Few news close to none, zero, mega explosion. And everybody asks during those times when we go live, because typically we're live, what is happening, Oscar? And I will reply, you have to go back a few days ago. That's what's happening. It was just the time. Some days we'll see ongoing, on-time, live reaction, but the big ones happen when no one expects, because that's the way the manipulators and the whales like to do it. Drop a like, guys. Consider subscribing to the channel. Love you all. I'll see you soon. And let's go. Peace.